We are now joined on Sports Seriously this week by a Super Bowl champ, a Green Bay Packers legend, and one of only a few people on this earth that can say that they've caught touchdowns from both Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers. He's even got a street named after him in Green Bay. So welcome and thank you for joining us, Donald. We appreciate you.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
So I want you to be honest with me. How relieved is Packers Nation after all this summer drama that we've all been a part of?
I think everyone is at ease now. One thing I think it gets to a point, and I think everyone's career is when everyone starts to panic and worry about what's the next move. But Aaron's he's at home, he's ready to go, and I think the Packers have a chance to get back to the bowl.
And you had the chance to extensively play with both Rodgers and Brett Favre. What makes them similar or different in the ways that they're being handled as a franchise quarterback for Green Bay?
I don't think anything separates them. They're both great quarterbacks. They're talented. They're both Hall of Famers, both icons. They're legends. They're going to go down in the history of the Green Bay Packers forever. Just not at the National Football League. So, I think the organization is always going to handle it the way the organization wants to handle it, regardless of who that is. I mean, when my time came, it was over. You have to figure out what's your next move. I never wanted to leave Green Bay, but, I had promised the fans, back in 2002 that I would never wear another color but the green and gold. And so I had to put the cleats on the shelf and walk away knowing that I promised them and I had to be loyal. So those things are always going to happen. But those two guys are, again, icon and legends.
What was it like being teammates with them or seeing them be teammates?
It was good. I mean, both of them are characters. I mean, you can see that from, Aaron's perspective, but then you can also see it from Brett's perspective. I mean, they was all characters every single step of the way, always kept the room entertained when we met up. And but that's who they are. They're not going to change for anybody.
Going back to that 2011 run, what was the fondest memory you have of that?
Just to win it all. I think that's the biggest thing. To be the 6th seed and go on the road, knowing that you control your own destiny. That was the number one goal. We had to win our last two home games to get into the postseason. And once we got in, it was kind of like it starts all over again. And the best team is going to win. And everyone doubted that we could do it. I guess you look at the same thing with Tampa Bay. They doubted them and they went on to win it. So I think once you win it all, you just want more of it. And so that's what the Packers are trying to do, get that extra ring.
Last question I have for you about the Packers. We could see an unprecedented run come to an end. For the past 29 years, they've had Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre at the helm, but only 2 Super Bowls that they've had to show for it. I'm curious, from your perspective, do you think that this organization is underachieved in that span?
I think so. I think we had plenty of opportunities. I mean, I go back and I look at my career. I mean, we went to the playoffs out of my 14 years. We was in the playoffs, I think, 12 times. And unfortunately, we couldn't get past either the first round, second round, or even the NFC Championship games. And so you have to live with those. When you have the talent to get to that next stage, you have to get there. And so there's no way you can look back and reminisce and say, well, I wish we'd have did this. I wish we did this different, because you only get one shot at it. And so when you get that shot, you have to make the best of it.
Hey, Don, you're here with us on behalf of Master Lock. So tell us what you're doing with them.
Well, I have to say this. It is truly a pleasure to partner with Master Lock again, to really kick off and recognize people and reward people that are doing great things in the community. They're the unsung heroes, right? I mean, as celebrities and athletes, we get recognized for everything we do. But there's someone out there that's every single day that's doing a good deed but don't get recognized. And so Master Lock and I have partnered together to recognize those individuals, those unsung heroes. That could be a teacher that goes the extra mile, someone providing food to the homeless. And so those are the extra miles that you want to go, and those are the things that you want to honor and support. And so Master Lock has stepped up to the table and said, hey, listen, we want to honor those individuals. So we're excited about it. The hardest thing about this is the deadline is coming to an end. So we have until September 1st to make that nominate that person that you may feel. And so is there anyone out there that feels that they see someone every single day pouring their heart out or doing a great deed? We want that person to be nominated so that they have a chance of winning this award.
That's amazing. And thank you for sharing that. And speaking of locks, I would love for you to lock down some things, some picks for this upcoming NFL season. Does that sound okay with you?
That sounds good. Yes.
Perfect. All right. So in the spirit of Master Lock Community Champions Program, we are going to have you lock in these picks for us. So, first question, who is your lock to win the NFC North?
Come on now. We're gonna go. You got to go with the Green Bay Packers.
Packers. All right. So who's your lock to lead the Packers in Lambeau leaps?
Wow, I'm gonna say Randall Cobb.
Okay. Who's your lock to lead the league in receiving yards?
Whoa, lead the league in receiving yards. I'm gonna have to go with my boy. I'm gonna go with Diggs, Stephon Diggs. He did it already once, and he'll do it again.
Okay. Who's your lock to play and win the Super Bowl? So the two teams you think are going to play and who you ultimately think is going to win.
I'm going to do this because my guy Gary Vandercheck is going to be loving this opportunity. So he probably would never say it, but I'm going to say it for him. Let's go with something, the random teams that no one would ever think, just like last year. I'm going New York Jets in the AFC, and I'm going Green Bay Packers in the NFC. So Jets. Gary Vandercheck, I love you. Here you go, man. I'm giving you Gary B. Here you go. I'm giving your team an opportunity to get to the big show.
Hey, well, we'll hold you to it. If it is that, the Jets, you better believe we're coming after you and bringing you back on the show. So, hey, sports fans, if you want to watch more sports seriously, be sure to check out these clips right here. And make sure you're subscribed to the channel to see all the great content from us here at USA Today Sports.